song that we're singing. Come on, get happy. A whole lot of loving is what we'll be bringing. We'll make you happy.
Gratitude is having a sense that there are things in your life that you are happy you have, and also having a sense of who's responsible for those things. So knowing who has contributed to what's good in your life and feeling glad for their influence.
Gratitude is experienced when people receive something beneficial. It is the appreciation one feels when somebody does something kind or helpful. It has been defined as a sense of thankfulness and joy in response to receiving a gift, whether the gift be a tangible benefit from a specific other or a moment of peaceful bliss evoked by natural beauty. Gratitude is a highly valued trait, one that is encouraged by many philosophers and by all the major religions of the world. Throughout history, gratitude has been given a central position in religious and philosophical theories. Despite this recognized importance, the study of gratitude has been neglected by psychology. However, this is changing with a substantial amount of research published in the last few years. Gratitude is an emotion that most people feel frequently and strongly. The Gallup organization conducted a representative telephone poll of around 1,000 people and found that when asked how often they felt gratitude, 67% endorsed the statement all of the time, and 60% said that this made them very happy. Dr. Emmons, who has been studying gratitude for almost 10 years and is considered by many to be the world's leading authority on gratitude, is the author of the book, Thanks, How the New Science of Gratitude Can Make You Happier. The information in this book is based on research involving thousands of people conducted by a number of different researchers around the world. One of the things these studies show is that practicing gratitude can increase happiness levels by around 25%. This is significant, among other things, because just as there's a certain weight that feels natural to your body, which your body strives to maintain, your basic level of happiness is set at a predetermined point. If something bad happens to you during the day, your happiness can drop momentarily, but then it returns to its natural set point. Likewise, if something positive happens to you, your level of happiness rises, and then it returns once again to your happiness set point. A practice of gratitude raises your happiness set point, so you can remain at a higher level of happiness regardless of outside circumstances. In addition, Dr. Emmons' research shows that those who practice gratitude tend to be more creative, bounce back more quickly from adversity, have a stronger immune system, and have stronger social relationships than those who don't practice gratitude. He further points out that to say we feel grateful is not to say that everything in our lives is necessarily great. It just means we are aware of our blessings.
I think it's amazing that people who sort of practice gratitude, which is not something I ever thought you could practice, they sleep better, they have more energy, people around them notice that they're happier and perkier.
Yeah, 25% happier by some studies.
And these aren't like they go out and find the glass half full people.
No, the way that they do these studies, I think it's really interesting. They just pick people at random. So some people might naturally be more grateful or appreciative, and some people might be kind of grouchy and...
The curmudgeons.
Yeah, right. And then they split them into groups and they say, all right, you guys are the gratitude practicers. And then they measure what changes about them. And you're right. They are measurably happier after they've been practicing gratitude for 6 weeks.
Research in positive psychology has identified several ways that practicing gratitude can boost people's health and happiness. Here are 4 of these research-tested gratitude interventions. Write a gratitude letter. Research by Christopher Peterson and others has shown this one to be particularly effective. Write a letter to a mentor, family member, or some other important person in your life whom you've never properly thanked. Keep a gratitude journal. Studies by psychologists Michael McCullough, Robert Emmons, and others have backed up this exercise, which involves keeping a list of things for which you're grateful, anything from your children or your spouse to the beauty of a tree outside. Doing so helps you focus on the positive things in your life. Practice that's been shown to increase happiness. Savor. Take the time to notice beauty and pleasures in your daily life. Loyola University psychologist Fred Bryant has shown that savoring positive experiences can heighten your positive responses to them. A key to savoring is what Bryant calls Thanksgiving, or expressing gratitude for the blessings that come your way, large and small. Think outside the box. It's fairly obvious why we might feel grateful for grandmothers, lovely sunsets, and anything else that has provided comfort or beauty in our lives. But what about thanking the homeless people who come to the shelter where you volunteer? Individuals who do volunteer work sometimes speak of benefits they receive from service, writes Robert Emmons in his book, Thanks. Since service to others helped them to find their own inner spirituality, they were grateful for the opportunity to serve. If we look hard enough, he argues, we can find a reason to feel grateful for any religion. We asked 3 people to write a gratitude letter to someone who had been especially kind to them and had not been properly thanked, and then deliver it to him or her in person.
So tell us about the letter.
I wrote a letter the other day to my neighbor Norma, who helped me a couple of years through a very bad divorce. Norma expressed very thankfulness to me for writing a letter, which she thought was very unnecessary. I felt very happy and sad that I took so long to do such a thing. I was affected by Norma's reaction because I didn't really realize how it was going to make me feel to thank somebody and see their reaction. I think looking back it will make me happy to remember how it made her feel and how it made me. After seeing how something as simple as thanking someone in a letter can make them feel, makes me want to share that. Now I realize how writing a letter or just thanking someone makes them feel good and makes me feel good. It makes me always want to make sure I go out of my way to make sure I thank people.
I wrote the letter to my friend's mom, Joan, because she takes me to school every day. As I wrote the letter, I felt happy. Joan felt happy when she read my letter because she didn't realize how happy it made me when she took me to school every day. When I saw her happy, I felt like I should write other people letters like that to make them more happy. My letter made Joan happy. I would like to share other thankful letters to other people.
And make them happy.
Hi, I'm Kayla Marshall, and I wrote a letter to my game teacher in 8th grade. Game is for people that failed the tax test, so basically they're just like teaching us math. And yeah, she taught me a lot about life and how to get through it. For a letter, and then I felt happy writing that letter because I realized how much she did for me. She read it. Oh, Miss Hill reacted good, happy, grateful that I wrote her letter. It looks like it meant a lot. I'll feel happy every time I remember writing that project or writing that letter.